Okay, since I've had a couple questions about my dog and the seat, whatnot, I have a couple seats that I designed for him. One's for my dad's bike, um, so it's like this, and then a backrest. This one doesn't have a backrest, but his tail's able to hang out, and he's able to actually lay down in this one. But you can see on both of them that they have a little seat post. Okay. This particular one has a seat post sticking out of the top. This is probably the more common design that people would use, which the seat mount, your actual bike seat mounts right here, and then you slide this down into your actual seat post, and you secure. As you can see right here, there's a bolt hole, and on this one there's a little bolt hole. Well, what that does, I'll take this in here and show you, and I'll show you the thing. So the other one, the seat, would be on this little post right here. That actual seat would be right there, and you'd slide it down into the seat, the actual seat post. But what you have to do to your frame is you have to weld a bolt, so you can put a nut on it so it secures it right there. So you'd slide it in, slide it into the hole, slide it over top so it would go into your seat post. The other design, because this is a split one, but the seat post, the seat would be right here on top of the seat post sticking out. You'd have your basket for your dog, you'd have your bolt welded to the frame, and then the nut right there. So this part holds you and the seat, you know, holds it down, holds it, not move left and right. Okay, for the seat, you know, like a regular seat clamp. So, you know, you tighten it down, it doesn't move. Okay, that holds this back half in. Well, I didn't want the front half to swing left and right if I went around a corner, you know, so that's why the bolt's there, so that it doesn't, the seat, it doesn't end up, you know, turning on you like this. So you put the bolt hole, and it stays nice and solid. So, you know, you have your seat on top of here. You take your seat out of your bike, you'd put this seat down on, you'd put the bolt through, and it's on your bike. Super simple. Now, this is my safety thing on how I keep my dog attached. I didn't want him on my back, I didn't want him attached to the bike if the bike fell over. So what I did is I took a large dog harness and then a small dog harness. This is the one he wears, this is the one I wear. So let's see if I can get the camera right. Hopefully I'm in frame. So basically you have your harness for a bigger dog. You know, this was a large dog, and this would be the back side, you know, if you were to slip it on. So now I turn it around and it's the front side, and you slip your head through like that, clip it like that. Now you have a harness on yourself. I attached this short little part of a leash, so that when he is attached to his harness, I can clip into him. And what happens if he falls off the bike, or a duck, a squirrel decides to jump off the bike, he's learned not to do that, and he's learned through this thing. So basically, if he does fall off the bike, or if I lay the bike down, a crash or something, he's attached to me right here, dangling. You know, so if he falls and I have to ditch the bike, I can grab him, and the bike goes down, his seat goes down, but he stays with me so I can tuck and roll. So when he's sitting on the seat, pretend if there's a seat here. It's not a, so he's sitting on the seat and he's able to sit here right like this. And I'm able to reach the handlebars and everything else. But if he falls off, he's right here, you know. He's not landing on my knee, he's just kind of dangling, and I kind of go, okay, hold on. Put him back in. So that's the design. You put your seat onto this. You kind of have to bend this to the angle of your frame. So you put your seat, take your normal seat out, put your regular seat on, put a regular seat on here. Take your normal seat off, put this one in place, and then you're ready to ride. But yeah, that's my design. Sorry about the long rambling, but I thought this was better than if he were attached to this and then the bike went down, and